Hey there, gorgeous. I hope you're having a great day. Today's video is all about makeup I have never tried before. I've been trying out some new stuff. It's not new necessarily as in new releases or anything like that. They're just products I have never tried before. So I've put them to the test and I'll give you my honest experiences with them and let you know all the details so that you can make an informed decision as to whether any of these may be right for you. From Florence by Mills. I have a couple of them here from Florence by Mills. The first one that I'll share with you is this self-reflecting highlighter in the shade Self-Love. This is a cream-based highlighter. It looks gorgeous on the skin. It's very subtle. That was the other quality I really liked about it, was that a little bit goes a long way, and it doesn't look too loud. It's very natural and effortless on the skin. So I really have been enjoying that one. The other one that I've really been loving, oh my gosh, I didn't think I would like this one as much as I have ended up loving it, but my goodness, is the Out of This World Marble Bronzer. And the shade that I picked up is the one called Cool Tones, which is meant for cooler toned skin. Incredibly easy to apply. It's not splotchy, it doesn't go on uneven. It is very complementary to my skin tone, I feel like, and it looks gorgeous. It doesn't look like my skin is dirty. It's a beautiful color on the skin, and it's one that I have been using over and over again since I first discovered it. And I'm wearing it in today's video too. It's just, yes, especially for summer, I feel like it's a beautiful color on the skin. So one I would highly recommend checking out if you have been interested in it, or you happen to see it, or you're just looking for something new to try. From Revolution Beauty, I came across this when I was in a Walgreens recently, and this Walgreens was in a town that's a little north of us, that's more city than we are, and they said they're trying to turn it into like a mini Ulta. I take it that's what the direction that some Walgreens have started to go, is like this mini Ulta type feel, and so they're bringing in more products, and so they had a whole display there for Revolution Beauty, which was really surprising to see. But they had the last cream bronzer, I might add, in the display, and this is their Ultra Cream Bronzer in the shade Light. I was really excited about it because I used to love the Sonia Kashuk one that got discontinued, and I haven't found anything like it since. But this looked oddly reminiscent of it, so I was really excited to try it. This applied like a dream. And you can see that here. It blended into the skin with very little effort. And I was so hopeful on the initial application. My only problem with it is that it faded. And halfway through the day, not even a full 8 hours into the day, it was gone. I couldn't see any part of it on my face whatsoever. So my hunt continues. I'm still looking for a cream bronzer like this. Now, I've talked in the past about how much I love the e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara, but I was wishing for a waterproof version. They came out with a waterproof version of the mascara, which I was ecstatic to try. So I have tested it out thoroughly, and while it looks great on application and it makes your lashes look just as good as the original formula, I mean, it really does amazing things, it does not last at all. And it is not waterproof. I am so sorry to tell you this, it is not waterproof. I put eye drops in my eye the other day while I was wearing it. I had mascara all over my face. I was like, are you kidding me? This is supposed to be waterproof. And then another mascara I was testing out on the other eye, I put eye drops in my eye on that eye, nothing moved. This is what a waterproof mascara should do. It shouldn't move with simple eye drops. So I was really upset to see that. And it does not hold up to swimming either, by the way. Just so you know. From Morphe, I came across in their display in Ulta recently this little 4-pan, I don't know what you want to call this, palette of goodies. In the top of the palette, they've got something for the eyes, a sparkly eyeshadow. Then they have a powdery shade for cheeks, creamy product for the lips, and at the bottom there is a glaze, which is like a highlight for the skin. And the shade that I got in particular is Oh So Nude. And I found this to be really amazing. All the products in here applied really well. I didn't struggle with any part of the application. They lasted all day. They looked great, very high quality. I was initially drawn to the packaging, which is why I picked it up. And I've really been enjoying this little palette, and I feel like it could be one of those that's really great for travel, or even if you just want something really light for the summer months to apply simply all by itself. I mean, this is a really great little palette for doing that. So overall, I don't try many Morphe products out, but this one was pretty good and one that I would recommend checking out if you are interested in it or you happen to see it. The next product I have to share with you is one that I was a little disappointed in. I'm going to tell you right now, and that is the Essence My Skin Perfector Loose Fixing Powder. It says it provides an instant blur effect, which I did feel like it did on initial application. And the powder is very finely milled and it looks beautiful when you first apply it. The only problem with this one is it does not last that long. I feel like I had shine breakthrough with this one in a matter of 4 hours after the initial application, which is really, really terrible. And it's just not one that I would use again. I was really disappointed in it, which is sad because I feel like the Essence powders I had from years ago, I don't even know if I still have them or not. These, yes I do. The All About Matte Fixing Compact Powder. These were amazing. They would last all day long and everything remained intact. These were some of my favorites. So I was expecting that same kind of quality with the loose powder, but wasn't there. Another product I tried out recently is from JOAH. I actually have a few of these from JOAH that I'll be mentioning in this video and then future videos. This is the Perfect Complexion BB Cream. This is in the shade Ivory. On the package it says it provides medium coverage, which I did feel like it did. And I felt like the application was really beautiful with it. It looked like skin, even though it did have more medium coverage, which I usually don't like. But I didn't apply much of this, which I feel like is what made me like it a little bit more. But it did a beautiful job of minimizing imperfections on my skin and giving a flawless look. The problem with this one is that it did not last on my skin. It had a lot of shine breakthrough, which could easily be fixed with a primer, I feel like. What I really did like about it though was that it did not transfer. There wasn't movement on my face with this one. Everything remained intact, which is really nice to see with a BB cream, especially one that has medium coverage on the skin. And so I would more or less use this one again in the future with a primer underneath it. I think I would like it better like that, but those were my experiences with it. Also from JOAH, I tried out their eye serum concealer recently. This contains ceramides and peptides. The shade that I'm showing you here is very fair with cool undertones. It has an applicator tip similar to the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. It does take a lot of clicking to get the product out. So be patient with it if you do try this one. It will come out eventually. With this one, I found that I did not need much product at all to get amazing coverage, and it lasted all day long. I was very impressed with how my under eye area looked at the end of the day, and it's a very how do I describe it? Like hydrating concealer. It's something that made my skin feel nice on application, and it didn't feel drying on my under eye area after I wore it all day. And it was a nice product all the way around. So I was very, very happy with that one. From NYX, I tried their Bear With Me Luminous Cheek Serum. The shade that I'm showing you here is Peach Bronze. And this is a rather sheer liquid blush. And you can see that up close here. It doesn't have a lot of pigment in it compared to some other cream blushes that I had been testing out recently. It was more watered down, and I didn't really care for that quality about it. It looked beautiful after I had applied it, but the problem came in when it faded. It faded after wearing it for only about 5 hours. I couldn't see it on my skin anymore. And I used this over the course of several days over different foundations. I used it with a primer, and it still faded on my skin. So I wasn't happy to see that. As beautiful as it was on initial application, it doesn't last. For me anyway, it didn't. I was not happy to see that. Also from NYX is their Bear With Me Concealer Serum. And this was another one that has a more liquid consistency to it. Beautiful underneath the eyes. It goes on extremely easily. It does a beautiful job of covering all the minor imperfections. You don't need much because it is such a highly concentrated formula. And this one sadly fell apart on me underneath the eyes. It didn't look that great at the end of the day as it did at the beginning. And I believe the wear test I'm showing you here was after about 8 hours with it on. It just wasn't as flattering, and I felt like there was more issues with it at the end of the day than should have been. So that one is probably not one that I would personally use again for that reason alone. And those were all the products I had to share with you for this video today. So if you're interested in any of them, I'll have everything listed and linked for you below in the description box. Let me know your thoughts if you've had the opportunity to try any of these products, or if there's something new to you that you've been trying recently that you've either really loved or you've really disliked. Either way, would love to hear your thoughts and opinions also. Thanks for being here, for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.